I don't know, just as a child I was into Thomas the Tank Engine, and then I guess it just sort of grew from there, and then I was catching buses and trains with my mum when we went shopping or when we visited her friends, and just something sparked an interest in me. I don't know exactly what it was.
I would describe a Gunzel as basically a person who is obsessed with trains. They live and breathe trains, dream about trains, out and about every day, chasing trains, and I'm talking cameras to video cameras, scanners, the whole lot, and they're an interesting breed of people.
And there's obviously different types. There's bus gunzels who go and get photos of buses, trams, tram gunzels, and then trains are rail enthusiasts or train gunzels. And there's also people that collect the timetables, so they might not even go and get photos, but they may be interested in the timetables and how the service interacts with different routes and different modes of transport. Because obviously the bus is made to the trains, and different bus routes make different bus routes and all that, and how that's developed over the years as well. And then there's obviously the people that are into model trains and model buses, and so there's people that have big setups in their garages and that of models as well.
Yeah, so just what does the average train enthusiast sort of do?
They go for rides, they photograph, they record numbers, get together with other enthusiasts and head out and about.
Well, normal passengers just want to get to work or the school. They're not worried about how it works.
So other people that maybe don't understand it and just sort of use it day to day, you do you feel like they're missing out on some things, you know, not appreciating it, not really paying much attention?
No, a lot of people just wouldn't know one tram or one bus from another. It's just a mode of transport to them. No interest as long as it gets them to and from.
Yeah.
On time.
They go, why are you into that? Like, that's a strange hobby, or sure you got better things to do with your time, or should get a partner, or whatever else they could think of. But then, then there's other people that understand it just as, oh, well, this is another hobby. It's like if you're into cars, or you're passionate about your football team, or something like that. They just think, oh, well, that's his hobby. Or, then I know some people don't even question it. They go, oh, yeah, that's interesting.
Like other people collect stamps or whatever. We collect photos of buses or model buses. Some people collect real ones.
As I've said before, it's mainly men. It's not really a female interest. There's very few females in the hobby. But I'm not sure if there's a certain type of person, because there's all different aspects. There's obviously people that just do it in their spare time, and there's others who want to work in the industry, and there's others that aspire to work in the industry. So it's all different levels.
And how do you feel about other people in the industry that work in the industry, and do you feel like there's an us and them sort of thing going on, or do you feel quite happy?
No, well, I work in the industry as well. I drive a bus.
Yeah.
There are quite a few that do. There's some that don't understand why you want to be interested in them when you drive them all the time. But there's quite a gathering of people that actually work in the industry that follow the goings on.
Yeah.
Some of them are even more closet than thing. They say they don't like them, but they do.
Yeah.
They take an interest.
Hello, my name's Shane. I'm a freight train locomotive driver with Pacific National.
What trains do you drive?
All the interstate freighters all over Australia. Have been doing it for the last 9 years, and really enjoy my job. Thoroughly enjoy it.
But you're not a Gunzel?
No, I wouldn't class myself as a Gunzel. Got an interest in the job, but I wouldn't go that far.
So there is a bit of persecution, do you think, by some?
Yeah, some people don't understand why someone would be interested in it, and they just want to sort of block access to it, because it's sort of their confidence, or they see it as their intellectual property and their information, and why should they be allowing other people to come in and So, and then of course, later on, then when they've retired, they think, oh, we might as well share it. Sometimes we get retired bus managers and that come to our meetings and quite open about stuff, and you think, well, why weren't you so forthcoming back in when you're running the business? But yeah, I think all parts of the transport industry have got some people that don't like the Gunzels aspect of it, and you obviously get bus drivers as well that when they see you taking photos, they'll stick their finger up or the stuff your photo up a bit because they don't like the fact that you're out there getting photos. So yeah, I think it's for the whole industry.
Gunzels can be reckless at times without even really knowing they're doing it. Running in front of trains, hanging off bridges, hanging off signal gantries, just to get that one good shot. So yeah, they'll put themselves at risk a lot of the time, and it can be quite dangerous, especially for the drivers.
Sometimes there've been incidents that have upset different operators, and then they just stereotype all Gunzels based on that.
What sort of incidents, like?
All sorts of things, There's just different things have happened on events and that, or they've, trespassing when they shouldn't have been, or something. So yeah. Hanging
off signal gantries or doing anything?
Yes, getting too close to the trains when they're doing train gunseling. That happens sometimes. They're meant to stay so much from the side of the track, and they stand on the track. And there's been a couple of train Gunzels that were going into Newport workshops and trying to take trains and around the yard and stuff when they didn't have permission. And
trying to drive them themselves. And
yes, and you probably heard of the teenager that went and stole a tram once and drove it around the tram line without permission, and police had to intercept him.
Gunzels would come up and approach us and ask, can we come inside the cab for a look around, or is there any chance of a cab ride? We're obviously going to say no against company policy. So, but we do get asked that quite a bit.
Yep.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, someone's got to do it, I guess. Otherwise all this stuff would be lost, and one day someone would wonder, how did people get to work? And they'll be like, well, there was a bus, we don't know where it went, but assume there was a bus. Whereas we can go into a lot of detail of that, or what trains they got or whatever.
Whereas people more focus on their destination than...
The journey, yes. We're interested in the journey, not just the destination.